Hey guys, today I'm going to review the LEGO set 70504 Garmotron. This set was released in January 2013, has a total of 328 pieces, and was originally released for $40. So first, let's go over the minifigures. So first, here's a Zane minifigure who was exclusive to this set. Of course, it's a classic face print, which is pretty common, but the outfit overall is unique. It's a lot more darker, which I like how they have the white highlights. They also have this really cool piece that was introduced at the time. It is a bit more common now, but I do like how they did it. It's an interesting mold at the time, of course. I think later on it become used in other sets, but overall it looks really nice here. It was in the $70 Temple of Light set. You also have just a regular swordsman who was nice as an army builder. Nothing too interesting, but the printing is at least unique for the time and is pretty well done for 2013. You have some interesting pieces with the kind of shoulder piece, and the face print itself is nice along with the Wu's hat in red, which at the time was pretty nice to get. The best minifigure is of course Kozu, who is in all red, which makes him stand out from the other Stone Army warriors. He's similar to Garmotron, just from how he's built. He of course is built off this piece here, which at the time was exclusive, but they used it more later on. Of course, it's interesting how they print the top there, and of course is how the back printing is done. He also has these two butterfly swords, which are pretty nice pieces, along with the helmet, which is pretty nice and all red. Here's Zane's little ice mech, which is interesting. It wasn't in the show. A very interesting build. It was just kind of thrown in there, having to up the price a bit, but it doesn't really add too much. It's just kind of there. All your real features you can do is you can move the two front legs, not the two back ones. Interesting building technique with the chairs. You can kind of use as armor plating almost. You have these two kind of chainsaw pieces along with a little ice freezer thing at the top, and you can just kind of place Zane here. And just one minifigure really can fit, maybe squeeze in another one in the back. Just kind of these, it's just interesting. Nothing else to really say. These are just kind of posed in the back. I don't think I've ever seen a build like this before, but there's at least some interesting stickers, and I like how you can at least move the front. Now with the vehicle itself, it's pretty bulky, I would say, because in the original box it looks a bit smaller, but here it's quite big. There are some stickers here which are kind of peeling off a tiny bit, but again, I think it adds to the detail. Some stickers all around here show the detailing in the cockpit. You can fit quite a few minifigures on here. Fit one here, you can fit maybe one here, one here. I usually put one here on top. And of course there's also a weapon rack here where you can place, I'm just going to say like a sword, along with placing minifigures there, and that's pretty helpful, I'd say. There's some nice little big pieces here that help kind of add to it, and overall adds to the bulk, as seen in the back. Now on the back, there's a prison cell here, which is pretty weird because it's mostly open in the back, of course, except this little piece that kind of divides it. So it's pretty easy to escape from. You can put like a figure, kind of squeeze them in there, maybe even two figures, but it's more just for one. Of course, you have this kind of stud here, the more kind of translucent stud. You have some room to place figures in the back here as well. Now, with the tank treads that are all red, which I really like, there's only this color and one other set from this wave, and in general it makes them more unique. There are 5 wheels on each side, which really do add. Of course, they're kind of connected with these Technic pins here, and they roll pretty well. I like the coloring they use for them. There's 4 in this set overall for the tank treads. I wish they added more detail here to kind of cover these up, but overall it looks kind of fine. It honestly adds to the overall design of like a hulking kind of tank. And it rolls pretty well, I'd say, especially when compared to the main front here, which I'll go over in a second. The front has these two kind of almost helmet-ish pieces to make it look like Garmotron's helmet or something. Maybe in general it looks like kind of like a samurai kind of helmet, which looks kind of cool. There's just supposed to be a sticker here, but I don't have it. This is kind of the detailing I'm supposed to have on it, including these two fang pieces to make it look like a mouth. And of course, yeah, these kind of pieces shape it. These are usually used for like boats as cockpit-ish pieces, which look really nice. There's some Technic detailing. And the main play feature, seeing that kind of pin piece there, if you push back on this lever, that'll shoot out. And how that works is that inside, this will be pushed and it'll hit against part of the wall to shoot that out, which looks really nice. I love how they did that. Overall, this is a pretty decent set for this wave. It was probably one of my personal favorites just for the design of the Garmotron. It's pretty accurate to the show, and overall is a pretty sizable thing, especially for $40. The minifigures are also decent, with 2 of them being exclusive. one of them being an exclusive character at the time until a couple years later. So thank you guys for watching this review, and bye guys.